There's a science to using tweens in Flash. It's very similar to the science of using filters, but there are a few key differences. For example, you actually have to import the tween class to be able to use it. That's similar to filters. But the main difference is, when you're using a tween, instead of creating a new instance of the tween class, you actually apply a tween to a generic object. Let's do that. Go to your blank keyframe in your Actions layer. Open up your Actions panel. First, we're going to import our tween class. Type import space mx dot transitions dot tween with capital T semicolon. Just like when we imported the filters, Flash navigates to the MX folder, to the transition folder within the MX folder, then to the tween class file within that folder, and then it imports it for our use in this action script. Press enter a few times to go down a few lines. Now we're going to create a new variable. Type var space my tween with a capital T colon object with a capital O semicolon. This creates a new variable called myTween that is a generic object. Just think of a generic object as something that you totally create. Object class doesn't really have any built-in properties, you kind of define them yourself. So go down to 2 more lines by pressing enter. Type myTween space equals space new space tween with capital T. Type an open parenthesis. In these parentheses, we're going to write the properties of our tween object. Just like using a drop shadow filter, the tween class has a lot of properties that you can modify. We don't have the advantage of code hitting this time to help us out. So if you want to know exactly what properties and you don't have this video on hand to reference, you can always go to Help, Flash Help, search for tween class, go under Learning Action Script 2.0 in Flash, scroll down to the About the Tween and Transition Manager classes. Here's the information here. You can click on Using the Tween class. I'll tell you how to work it, what properties that you can modify, etc. So that's how to import the tween class and how to basically create the object. In the next video, we're going to modify the properties of our tween object.